Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Four Bros Radio Show. Glad you're tuning in with us tonight. There's 3 of us tonight, not 4. A couple guys couldn't make the show. We just want to wish Mess Around and Brandon. We'll see you guys all on Friday. We hope that you can come back to us better than ever. Take care of what you need to take care of and get on back here. So, without further ado, introduce who else is with me tonight. This is J-Mac the Bearded One coming to you voice only tonight. I promise you I'm getting a new computer and you'll see my smiling face here real soon. But because it is a radio show, we can get away with this that way. So I'm also joined tonight by the man, the myth, the legend, the one they call Chris P. Bacon. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing good. How's everybody tonight?
All right. And, of course, joined by my longest-running partner on this show. Couldn't run the production company without him, Dark 30 Productions. Sarge, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. Just enjoying the rain at the Pacific Northwest. It's really wet.
Man, it was raining like cats and dogs here today. It was almost monsoon weather here for us today. It was kind of crazy. It was raining a lot. We got a lot of rain in a short amount of time. And you know what that means? That means flash floods. And then no one knows how to drive in the rain. You get all these people from California that have never seen rain in their lifetime, and they don't know how to drive in it. So they either drive too damn fast or too damn slow.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. It's like a foreign thing happening. I don't know.
No doubt. It's even worse in the snow when we actually get snow, which isn't very often.
I don't know why you're complaining, because that means it's duck season. That's all I can say about that.
I thought it was rabbit season.
It's duck and wabbit season. But I welcome the
duck and wabbit season.
Duck and wabbit. Yep.
You still with us, J-Mac?
All right. Kind of looks like we have a little bit of technical difficulties with J-Mac right here. But anyways, Crispy Bacon. Did you catch the Monday night game?
I caught a little bit. I know when I turned it on, it was 7-0 Seattle.
Yeah, like that was like the first score of the game. It was in the first quarter, and it was like an 84-yard pass from Geno Smith to DK Metcalf. It was an 84-yard touchdown, and really that was like the only big highlight that the Seahawks have with that. And the crazy thing about the Seahawks this year, they've lost all 3 games at home already, even with Russell Wilson. I mean, I think that's kind of crazy right there. And DK Metcalf only had 2 receptions and targeted 5 times. So I don't know. I think the Seahawks season is already done. I don't know if you're back, J-Mac. Are you back?
I am. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you great and beautiful. Did you by chance catch the Monday night game?
I didn't catch the whole thing. I did catch bits and pieces of it. But I agree with you. Seattle's in trouble this year. You know, it's kind of interesting. We see these teams that have played good for years. Kansas City's in trouble this year, and so is Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I think Seattle is done. They're cooked. They're finished. Well done.
Mm-hmm. And not in a good way. Done, not in a good way.
Yeah, but also both quarterbacks, they threw barely 50%. They threw a little over 50%. Both quarterbacks did. Winston and Geno Smith. And that was another stat I thought was kind of boggling, but it was about Alvin Kamara. For the Saints, he rushed had a total yards of 148 yards In the first half alone, he had 8 catches for like 109 yards in the first half already. I mean, that's crazy, and it helped my fantasy to win one of my leagues. But I'm not going to talk about the other league that J Max in. So,
Oh, why? Is that because I'm about to win my 7th consecutive week in a row and having the highest score?
oh, look at me! I'm all good at fantasy. Oh, I'm not going to show my face.
No, you know what's funny though is that I'm about to be 7-0, and I'm probably the one in the entire group that shit talks the least.
That's true, but you're 0-7 in the bed.
Oh. All right. Speaking of that, now that week 7 is over, let's look back. Let's look back at what our picks were for the week.
Yeah, I kind of forgot mine.
Well, I have Sarge saying that the Titans were going to win over the Chiefs. So Sarge is right again this week. Big B said the Giants were going to beat the Panthers. So Big B was correct again this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I called the upset of the week as the Bengals beating the Ravens. And I was correct by that. Jamar Chase. We'll talk about him in a minute. And I have Chris says that the Seahawks were going to beat the Saints by at least 14 points.
I think I was hopeful.
Do you forget who was the quarterback?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey guys, how about Jamar Chase for the Bengals? Like, this is a kid who struggled in the preseason, said he couldn't see the ball, he couldn't catch it. The kid's playing out of his mind. Over 200 receiving yards in this last game. Crazy. He's having a hell of a year. It's just crazy to me. And last question in the NFL for you guys. Let's get both your thoughts on it. Are the Chiefs done? Are the Chiefs done at this point?
Ooh, I don't know if they're done, but it's going to be a rough road for them.
I'm going to say no. I guess it depends how Mahomes come out of this beatdown that he got, because he got injured during this game because he got the wrong insurance. He should have got with Allstate to avoid mayhem like that. So I'm going to say the Chiefs are primed for the wild card. I can see that.
Yeah, I see it too. I mean, they'll probably make the playoffs, but it won't be like last year or the year before.
Well, no, because you have the Chargers and the Raiders that both have a better record than they do. So they're third in their own division right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I still think they're. I mean, this extra game is actually kind of throwing me off, which I do not like. But I do think the Chiefs are going to rebound, and Andy Reid is going to eat more burgers, so he could be more influential to his players. So I think I have faith in the Chiefs doing it.
Okay. Another NFL question. Man, I just had it. Oh, Thursday night game. We know that Green Bay's down a bunch of players. They could be down Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Do they beat the Cardinals? Do the Cardinals get their first loss? Or do the Cardinals continue to win, and do they win again?
Ooh. Cardinals are at home.
I don't know about that.
Green Bay's playing very well.
Is Jones playing?
Jones is playing, yes.
Because he hasn't been playing for my fantasy. I can tell you that.
I can see Cardinals losing. Every time I say that, though, they don't. So,
I mean, if like, because I said the Cardinals will lose one game before the Lions would have won a game, and this could be the game for the Cardinals. But the Cardinals is solid all around. I did not, to be honest, I wasn't paying attention to them whatsoever, so they kind of surprised me on both sides of the ball as well, especially their defense. But I I think the Cardinals come out on top of this. They're down in the desert, so I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
I mean, it's going to be a tough game for Green Bay. Even though I'm a diehard Green Bay fan, I have to say it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout on either side, no matter who wins. I don't think it's going to be a blowout on either side. I think it's going to be a good, probably not a very high scoring game either. So, I mean, I'd say something, 23-20, something like that. Nothing too crazy.
All right.
I go
And you-
24-17. I'll give it a one touchdown win by a touchdown.
Chris, what do you think?
Ooh. Green Bay 30-27.
Got us scoring a little higher there. Okay, 30-27. So, Chris, you got it all ready for us there. What we're going to go to in our next topic, we're going to continue on our saga about, the women in our lives, and we love them to death. Don't get me wrong. We would not know what to do without them. We could not live with them. Sometimes can't live with them, but we definitely couldn't live without them.
Okay.
Let me say that. So I got to ask you a question. Why is it that when a man says something, it has to be analyzed for what he really said or what he really meant versus what he's actually saying?
Mm.
I got a good draft.
You're going to pull it up.
I don't know if you saw it, J-Mac, but I pulled something off.
Okay, let's go ahead and pull it up and we'll read it. Okay, so I'm mansplaining. Did she ask you to explain it? Yes. That's not mansplaining.
Nope.
She said yes, she said she did. Oh, hold on. So no. Do you have more relevant experience? Yes, by a fair amount. That leads to, would most men in her education and experience already know this? No. Did she ask you if she needed it explained? No, not mansplaining. Yeah, basically it all comes back to three categories which lead to one category. The three categories are probably mansplaining, definitely mansplaining, and in the end, all of these things lead to one thing. And Sarge, what is that one thing?
Just stop talking. I mean, I'm still trying to learn that one. If you really look at it, everything points down to just stop talking.
Just stop talking. Because like I was telling the guys before the show, you can go ahead and pull that graphic down if you want. Chris.
Yeah.
What I was telling the guys before the show is you're riding in a car with your lady, and she says something about, if I was a tree, would you still love me? And it's like, you're not a damn tree. Why do we have to talk about this? This is dumb. You're not an inanimate object. By the way, you're the only one I want to be with. I will be with your crazy ass for the rest of my life. Now, out of what I said, what do you think was taken out of that conversation? What was taken out of that conversation was, you just called me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sure, that's what I did. And like Sarge says, sometimes you're just like, okay, well, I'm done talking now. So
Just stop talking.
it's like that. It's like that movie La La Land. Did you guys see that movie?
I haven't, but I know
the
it's
words
like-
"Lala" in it, and then it kind of turned me away.
Yeah, I mean, so I sat through it. I'll say that I didn't really watch it, but I sat through it. And one of the lines in that movie, he says to her, "Even though you're crazy, I love you." And she said, "I can't believe you called me crazy." And he's like, "I just told you I loved you, and all you heard was that I called you crazy."
I mean, it's like they said that we don't hear things. I mean, like what do they call it when we stop listening, or what do they call it?
Selective hearing.
Yeah, selective hearing.
Yeah.
They think we have selective hearing? Heck no, they got selective hearing right there.
You know what came about after another conversation that we had is she said something, and I put my feelings about how I felt about it. Apparently, I was wrong for the way I was feeling, for the way my feelings were. And then my comment was something like, "See, this is why guys don't put their feelings out there, is because you don't really give a shit what we have to say anyway."
Right.
And well, right after it came out of my mouth, I was like, "Yep, I probably should have just stopped before that comment came out." But
You should have looked at the graph beforehand.
we should start wearing that on our wrists. You know, like the quarterbacks have their plays. We should just wear a big old thing that says "Stop talking now."
It's like, hold on. What play? Just keep looking at the wrist.
Right? That would be great. That would definitely be that would be something.
I'm gonna print it out and put it on my fridge and see what happens.
Yeah. So you know what? We're gonna go to some jokes tonight just because I think we need to laugh a little bit. But one that I heard is, it's not really a joke, it's just a piece of advice. It's expert marriage advice. If your wife gets mad at you, you should take a towel and put it over her shoulders and say, "Now you're super mad." One of two things is going to happen. You're going to die, or she's going to laugh.
Actually, I did this, and it was more of a laugh than anything else. The one that got me in trouble was when I put the water bottles like running from the laundry room into our kids' playroom, and I was like, "Honey, come quick! There's water running out of the laundry room." She comes running like with towels and stuff, and she just looks at me and she just socks me right in the shoulder.
Oh, my husband would get a dirty look from me. Christy's here. Christy's listening. Thanks for chiming in, Christy. We appreciate you. Probably our number one fan on the show. We appreciate it. Yeah, it's man, marriage. What can you say? That it's like it's like marriage is an institution, and I got life. Just saying. Got a life sentence. You know what I did last night? You'll find this funny, Sarge. I would suggest, Chris, that you never do this, ever. So we had a great night last night. Day 9, we came home. It was going well. I walk in the bedroom, and I think I'm being hilarious, by the way. That is not the way it was perceived. So we're getting ready for bed. She's laying in bed, and I go, "Hey, babe, what color are your eyes?" I don't advise ever saying that. That did not go well.
I could see, yeah. That's where I learned the words, "Yes, dear, how can I be so wrong?" It like quite a bit.
She was more like, "Wait, you don't know what color my eyes are? Oh, but you can stare at my boobs all the time. But you don't know what color my eyes are?"
Just like, "Oh, I thought your eyes fell down there."
Oh man. Okay. All right. Let's get what joke should we do tonight? Should we do Little Johnny? Should we do marriage jokes? Which one do you guys want tonight? Chris, what do you want?
Well, sorry, what were the options?
Like Little Johnny joke or marriage jokes?
Little Johnny jokes.
Let's see what I can find.
Okay.
Oh. Well, we're gonna go marriage jokes. Those pulled up first. I'm sorry, Chris.
No,
we'll do Little Johnny next. So, marriage is when a man and a woman become one. The trouble starts when they decide which one. Yeah, no doubt. My wife gave birth 4 times and still fits in her prom dress from high school. I've given birth 0 times and I haven't fit in my pants since March.
Darn COVID. Oh, that was great.
Right. What is the ultimate penalty for being a big I'm sorry, for being a polygamist?
What's that?
Just remember you have multiple mother-in-laws.
It's kind of like the joke. I think how the joke goes, like, what's the different? What does a lawyer and a pastor have in common? It's your father-in-law.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man. Don't you love it when your wife comes up to you and she's like, just listen up for a minute. I'm going to tell you this story real quick. I promise it'll seem like the shortest 45 minutes of your life. Oh. Let's see, a couple more here and we'll go into rapid fire.
I got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you know if the husband's dead?
I don't know.
Don't know.
The sex is the same, but you get to use a remote. That's for you, ladies.
Oh wow. Okay, that was a good one, Sarge. I like that. Man, that was good. Oh gosh. Marriage is like a video game. Starts off easy, then gets harder, and eventually you go online and find a way find a way to cheat. Oh man, that's awful.
Well, the next step is like you go in and go round 3, fight.
Right? Oh.
Why do wives use twice as many words as their husbands?
Don't know.
Because they always have to repeat themselves.
Oh well. Two antennas meet on a roof, fall in love, and got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent. Oh.
Well, this one comes back from our conversation earlier. Is like when my wife and I argue, I always get the last words. They're usually, "I'm sorry, you're right."
Oh, that's great. A little boy asks his dad, "Daddy, how much does it cost to get married?" The father replied, "I don't know, son. I'm still paying for it." Oh gosh.
Arguing with your partner is like trying to read the terms of use on the internet. Eventually, you just give up and say, "I agree."
Yep.
Yeah.
My wife says I never listen to her, or something like that. Oh.
That's great. Well, when your spouse gets a little upset, just remember a simple calm down and in a soothing voice is all it takes to get them a lot more upset.
Isn't that the truth?
You gotta get the hand gestures and calm down.
Here's one for you, ladies. The best way to get your husband to do something is to suggest that perhaps he's too old to do it.
It does work, unfortunately.
Oh.
You know about was it Friday? We're talking about choices in restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's one. The wife says, "Do you want dinner?" Husband says, "Sure. What are my choices?" Wife says, "Yes and no."
Oh. Let's see. A couple more. We're right at that point. Let's see. Today's wedding is a love match, pure and simple. She's pure and he's simple. My wife and I always compromise. I admit that I'm wrong, and she completely agrees. All right. Last one, and this one's kind of a little Johnny joke mixed in with a marriage joke. So this one's funny. So little Johnny comes down to eat breakfast, and his mom says, "You don't get breakfast until you go out and feed the animals." So he goes out to feed the animals on the farm. He gets up to the cow and he kicks the cow, and he's like, "Stupid cow," as he kicks it in the head while it's eating. So then he goes over to feed the pigs, and the pig's eating, and he kicks the pig in the head, and he's like, "Stupid pig." And then he goes to feed the chickens, and same thing, kicks one of the chickens. "Stupid chickens." Comes back in the house, and his mom has a breakfast waiting for him. It's a dry bowl of cereal on the table. And he's like, "What's this, Mom? This isn't breakfast." She's like, "Well, I saw you kick the cow, so you're not getting any milk. And then I saw you kick the pig, so you're not getting any bacon or sausage. And then I saw you kick the chicken, so you're not getting any eggs." About that time, Dad comes stumbling down the stairs, trips over the cat, kicks it across the room. Johnny looks at his mom and goes, "Should you tell him or should I?"
That's good.
Oh, that's great.
Oh God, that's like the best joke I know. That's a super funny joke. Oh, okay, rapid fire time. If we can get through it. So Chris, you're gonna ask Sarge.
Yeah.
Sarge is gonna ask me, and I'm gonna ask you.
All right. What's your favorite candy on Halloween?
Dots. I love those dots.
Dots is a good one.
That's good, yeah.
I love the gummies. I really like them.
Gummies the best.
It is. It rots your teeth. I mean, it's great.
All right, what you got, Sarge?
Oh. Are you a morning, noon, or night person?
Probably noon. That sounds weird, but I'm probably the most alert and the best in the middle of the day. I get up in the morning, okay. I'm not a grumpy morning person, but I'm not a night person anymore. Like this being on at 10:30 at night on the West Coast, this is killing me. I should have went to bed like a half an hour ago. I can't stay up too late anymore. I know Chris is still the young one. We asked him how late he stayed up once. I think he said 5 a.m. or some crazy shit like that.
How do you do that?
That's what I want to know.
I think if I was your age, I was never up that late.
Dang.
I was probably passed out, but.
All right, Chris, I got one for you.
All right.
If you could make it with any celebrity in Hollywood, man or woman, who would it be?
I'm not sure.
Pick one.
I'm trying. I don't know. I'm trying to think of. We'll go Eddie Murphy. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. All right. Okay. I like that one. So let's not forget the World Series starts tomorrow. Atlanta Braves against the Houston Astros. Let's go, Braves.
Go
let's
Braves.
Yes, beat those Cheetos. Beat them.
let's get this done. Let's finish it. Let's do it for Ronnie. Let's finish it.
You know what's
Chris,
crazy about that?
Yeah.
Is, like the game is all telecast on Fox, which the Astros have all been televised on Fox, and the Braves have been on TBS. So
Yeah.
Huh.
By the way, I gotta say, so we want the Braves to win this, but how I vote Alex Anthopoulos for the greatest GM of all time, by the way. Think about we had to reinvent our outfield when Ronald Acuna went down. Okay.
Mhm.
So Alex Anthopoulos went out and got Jorge Soler from the Kansas City Royals for a backup AAA first baseman. That's all we gave up for him. Then he went to the Cleveland Indians and got Eddie Rosario for Pablo Sandoval, who hadn't had a hit since April. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And then went down to Miami and said, hey, we need one more outfielder. Let's go get Adam Duvall. And what did we give up? Alex Jackson, a catcher hitting 188. The guy was amazing. What he pulled off this year, I mean, that's GM of the year material right there.
yeah, that is true. That's
I mean,
true. And I think
we were 51 and 55 on August 1st, and
Wow.
we're in the World Series.
I think one of us in our group was calling for the manager to get fired this year.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was, but I know it was someone in our group.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. It's insane. But Chris, give us your last 45 seconds, man. Tell us what you want to tell us.
Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. If you like the interaction, make sure to check out Coast to Coast. We got great shows. Tomorrow's On Deck and Tuesday Night Mania, so make sure to tune in that. And then I think Tips and Tricks is also on there tomorrow, so tune in for that.
All right, Sarge.
All right, first and foremost, I personally want to thank MB Dirtworks. We're building a house, and they've been great. They're a great company, and they're just starting out, and they already built our road and everything for our house and all that. So I just want to say, give a shout out to them. And you know what? Check out the shows tomorrow night. You got Crispy Bacon on them also. And, check out the Four Bros on Friday, and just stop talking.
Just stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, real quick before we go, I want to remind everyone about Legal Shield. Legal Shield, you should go check it out. They got everything. You can get your will done for free. They'll give you access to an attorney for anything you should need it for, all in one package deal. So check out Legal Shield. They're one of our sponsors now. Very, very good service. Anyone that needs anything that way, check them out. All kinds of different pricing on packages and the different things that you need. So make sure you check out Legal Shield. Just a reminder for this week, all the shows that are on, we go each day. We got our schedule on our website. Go check that out. Facebook page, we got that on there. And check all that out. Friday, we'll be back with you on Four Bros. And Saturday morning, the new morning show on Saturdays is the Morning Shot with Sarge and J Mac. Sarge kind of runs the lead, and I just kind of sit back and commentate once in a while. And I'll tell you what, it's hot. It's the hottest new show on the network, that's for sure. People are watching. So, but I want to thank you all for watching and listening tonight. Lifelong dreams being lived here. Could not do it without you. Christy, we thank you very much for the interaction, very much on the show. And we appreciate every single one of you that even caught 10 seconds of this show. Appreciate you so much. We will see you all on Friday. And for now, we will see you on the other side.